Hey, Tiger fans, Mark Fitzpatrick with Tiger Club of Kansas City. It's Tuesday, January 16th. Our guest speaker today, Blair Kerkhoff from the Kansas City Star. Blair, thank you, as always.
Always good to be here. Love it.
What going on? Mizzou wrapped up a good football season.
It was a good football season. Let's not lose sight of that. We liked for it to have ended differently, especially against that program, But winning season, don't tell me a Missouri fan wouldn't have taken a winning season after about mid-October or so. So winning season, and now new offensive coordinator, which is really interesting to me. Good news that Drew Lock is coming back. A lot of offensive weapons. Now we're all kind of curious to see how Derek Dooley, what kind of fingerprint he's going to have on this offense.
Drew Lock coming back. I have to think he's going to get some mention in the Heisman Trophy race for next year.
Absolutely, he is, especially with all the quarterbacks that are leaving now, Darnold and Rosen and Allen at Wyoming, and Jackson at Louisville.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield, the Heisman Trophy winner. So, when you're the All-SEC quarterback and you're coming back and you have the numbers that 44 touchdowns, whatever it was, a ridiculous number of touchdowns, led the NCAA. Yeah, he goes right to the top 5, I think, preseason Heisman list.
Let's talk about basketball for a minute. The Tigers, quite an improvement from last year. A couple tough losses, but it really looks like the program's on the right track with Cuonzo Martin.
Yeah, let's chalk up the growing pains losses, because this is a team that's still, getting used to each other. I know it's half a season, but one thing I failed to mention talking today, but the play of Cassius Robinson it's just been fantastic. He is such a difference maker for Mizzou. I'm so impressed with him. The three-point shooter that the Tigers didn't have last year, but with I love how Barnett and Puryear and Geist, all these guys that were on the team last year have stepped up their game this year under Cuonzo Martin.
You had the opportunity to cover the national championship game. I would think it's fair to say that in the history of the college football playoff, that game really has never failed to deliver another epic one.
It really is. I mean, just think about a year ago, Clemson beats Alabama on the final play of the game, and this year it also ends on the final play of the game, that overtime touchdown by the Hawaiian quarterback from Alabama. It was a great, great game, back and forth at the end. But I'm thinking, if you're Missouri and you're seeing two SEC teams in the league, and Missouri plays both of them next season, I don't think either of those teams are coming back much. So Missouri has that to look forward to. But of those two teams, Georgia's the one that a monster team. Missouri's got to play them every year. That's I think maybe the new standard in the SEC East.
But I think the Tigers can certainly be a contender in the division.
They can be a contender in the division, and they get Georgia and Columbia next year. So there's that. And listen, I thought one of the first signs of improvement from Missouri this past football season was the first half they had against Georgia down in Athens, and Drew Lock's success against that secondary. So, look, it's going to be fun. I would think Missouri, with all the other coaching changes in the division, second, third, when the division, when we start talking about these things in the summer. So that bodes well.
Okay. He's the best, Blair Kerkhoff, Chiefs, Royals, and our most knowledgeable guy in town about college sports. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. Hey, Tiger fans, some things to mark on your calendar. In the month of February, we will have Dayton Moore, the Kansas City Royals, and also Gary Pinkel among our best guest speakers. Next week, Gabe DeArmond of Power Mizzou. And we'd like to tell you about our recruiting reception February 15th right here at the Westport Flea Market. We'll feature Coach Barry Odom, both coordinators, Derek Dooley and Ryan Walters, and several other members of the coaching staff, and they'll be talking about the recruits they've just signed in the 2018 class. For more information on those events and other information, including membership, check us out at kctigerclub.com or follow us on Twitter at KCTigerClub.